So today we are going to discuss how do the trait get expressed in the next generation. Traits means the character. How one get the tallness, how one get the fair character, fair color of the skin, the brown color of the eyes, of green color of eyes, etc. etc. This can be simply explained with the help of sex determination. We have read this topic in the previous classes. So again I am going to explain it. As we know that during the sex determination, the mother has 44 plus XX number of chromosomes. This is a mother. The father has 44 plus XY number of chromosomes. Before sexual reproduction, what happens? These chromosomes get split, divide, and they forms gamete, that is 22 plus X, 22 plus X, because there is only X chromosome, and it forms 22 plus X and 22 plus Y, as we have read in the previous classes. So when this set combines with this set, the set of this of the mother fuses with the set of this of the father, it forms 44 plus XX. That means the child is female or the girl child. But if this fuses, if say this kind of this, if this fuses with this gamete, 22 autosome or 22 plus, we can say 22 forms 44 plus XY. That means it is a boy child, it's a son or the boy, male child. Now what happens? This chromosome decides whether the child in the next generation is a male or the female. This chromosome decides the same. If this chromosome comes, the child is a girl. If this chromosome comes, the child is a boy. Similarly, there is a set of genes. If that particular genes means here this chromosome or the genes is dominant, that is why a child is a boy. If this one is a dominant, then the child will be girl. Same way, we have the two set of the chromosomes, two set of the genes, right? And if particular genes is dominant, that means it will give the characteristics of that. So this is how the trait expressed in the next generation. Sometimes पेरेंट्स का कलर फेयर है, राइट, पेरेंट्स की आईज ब्राउन है, नेक्स्ट जनरेशन में बेबी हुआ फेयर कलर का, बट कलर ऑफ द आईज बिकम्स ग्रीनिश और द ब्लूइश. सो इट इज नॉट कि वो उनका बेबी नहीं, इट इज देयर बेबी. द रीजन इज दैट द जीन्स ऑफ द ब्लू कलर और द ग्रीन कलर इज ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट देयर. मोस्टली इट इज अ नॉट अ डोमिनेंट, इट इज अ रिसेसिव. दैट इज वाई वी आर हैविंग ब्राउन कलर की, ब्राउन कलर डोमिनेंट है, बट कभी कभी रेयर केसेस में वो ग्रीन कलर और द ब्लू कलर डोमिनेंट हो जाता है, एंड द पर्टिकुलर इंडिविजुअल ऑफस्प्रिंग हैज द ब्लू और द ग्रीन कलर आई. So this is a way that's the traits expressed in the next generation. Now next topic is our organic evolution. Let's discuss, क्योंकि हमने variations discuss किया है, now we are going to discuss organic evolution. क्या है? I hope we all have heard from parents, from others, that human has developed from the monkey like animal. Maybe some people say, somebody say developed from the monkey, some say apes, and some say it is like maybe monkey like or the apes like animals. Of course, it's correct. So the development of complex organism, what is the development of complex organisms from the simple one? It states it is known as an organic evolution. इट्स नॉट ओनली मंकी से डेवलप हो सकता है, मंकी से पहले भी कुछ और दूसरे एनिमल हो, उससे हम डेवलप हुए. ट्री श्रूज, ऐसा हमारी साइंस कहती है, वी ह्यूमन बीइंग हैज डेवलप्ड फ्रॉम द ट्री श्रूज. द ह्यूमन नोन एज अ होमो सैपियंस. This Homo sapiens has developed from this kind of animals, tree shrews, पेड़ों पे रहने वाला चूहे के जैसा एनिमल. But it doesn't take few years, 100 or 200 or 500. It has taken million years. Million years में regular change होता गया और finally human has developed. Homo sapiens. That's our name, geological name. And the future animal will be Homo sapiens. Sapiens. That may have few different characteristics, which we'll discuss later. So what I am telling here, organic evolution is a process. It is a very slow process, continuous process by which complex organism has developed from the simple one. But science केवल बातों पे नहीं है. Science needs some evidences. कि यस आप हमें प्रूफ तो कैसे आपने कहा तो यस देयर आर सेवरल ब्रांच ऑफ द साइंस थ्रू विच साइंटिस्ट हैज गिवन द एविडेंसेस बाय विच वी कैन से ऑर्गेनिक एवोल्यूशन हैज टेकन प्लेसेस. सो देयर इज अ ब्रांच और वी कैन से एविडेंस फ्रॉम एनाटॉमी. Evidences from anatomy. Anatomy is a branch of science which deals with the internal as well as external structure of the organism. So by that, scientists tried to explain कि yes, organic evolution has taken place. One is that by homologous organs. The organs, those are same structure, having same structure but different function. The organs having the same structure but different function are said to be homologous organs. Like forelimb of the human, hand. What is human hand? Forelimb of horse. Wing of bird. Flapper of the seal. Many more organs are there. Means one, human hand, forelimb of horse, wing of bird, flapper of the seal. They perform different functions. That's why they looks different. But if you find the internal structure, they will have the similar. Human hand, the forelimb of the horse, they all have same kind of bone. That means हमारे हाथ में एक long bone है, known as a humerus. Then we have the bone radioulna. Then we have the bone carpal, metacarpal and the phalanges. Humerus, radioulna, carpal, metacarpal and the phalanges. Similar kind of bones are found in all here. अब हो सकता है phalanges का number कम होगा, but yes, humerus is there, radioulna is there. इन सब में मिलती है. There is a diagram given in the CBSE book. You can compare it and you will find that these organisms have same kind of a bones, the structure is same. It states कि yes, जब इनका structure same है, that means they all are developed from the same kind of animals. This is homologous organs. Then another organ is there by analogous organ. Analogous organs, it is a different from this, same function but different structure. The organs having the same function but different structure are said to be analogous organs. Like bird, wings of bird, bat and insects. The function is similar, the motion, the movement, the flying, but they all are made by the different structures. The wings of the bird is made by the feathers, bones. The bat wings is made up of special kind of a membrane, that is a pterygium membrane. And insects, the wings are made from a kind of a protein, that is a chitin. That means they all have different structures but the function is same. Then again it states that organic evolution has taken place. One more thing is that by vestigial organs. What is by vestigial organs? These organs are found in the human beings but in very poorly developed conditions, and such organs again found in the lower animals in well developed condition. Like body hairs, in human beings we have hairs, definitely I have hairs, but they are less developed. Many animals have their bodies covered by the furs. Similarly, canine teeth. Human has the canine teeth but the poorly developed. What about the carnivores? They have well developed canines. Paws, nails, ear pinna muscles. Here, ear pinna, poorly developed. Nictitating membrane, there. So, number of organs are there. Those are developed in the less developed animals, low ordered animals, and poorly developed in the human beings. It again states that organic evolution has taken place. We are not using those organs, that is why they are found in the poorly developed condition. So all these like homologous organs, like analogous organs or the vestigial organs, they all prove, they all are the evidences that organic evolution has taken place. Evidences from fossils. Fossils are the remains of animals, those are extinct, not present on the earth, right? These are the remains. Those are found in various parts of the earth, sometimes in the rocks, sometimes in the sea, sometimes in the plants, trees, etc., etc. They are different kinds of, like unaltered, maybe petrified, maybe mold or the print. These are different types of fossils, remains. अनअल्टर्ड, जिसमें कोई चेंज नहीं हुआ, बर्फ के नीचे दब गया और वैसे मिला. मैमथ का फॉसिल मिला अंटार्कटिका में, एज इट इज, जैसा होता है, पूरी बॉडी मिली. सो द अनअल्टर्ड. पेट्रीफाइड, सॉफ्ट एनिमल्स, उनकी बॉडी में कैल्शियम डिपॉजिट हो गया, मीन्स स्नेक, लेट स्नेक इज देयर, ये स्नेक हो गया, मर गया, मिट्टी में दब गया, सी वाटर में दब गया। बहुत टाइम में क्या हुआ, इसकी बॉडी डिकम्पोज हो गई, और इसकी बॉडी डिकम्पोज के बाद यहाँ पर क्या हुआ, कैल्शियम डिपॉजिट हो गया। तो ये पत्थर का एक ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर मिल गया हमें स्नेल्स मिले हुए हैं इस शेप के, राइट। सो दीज आर द पेट्रिफाइड। मोल्ड एंड द प्रिंट आर द सिमिलर, सेम थिंग्स, सांचा और ठप्पा, राइट। लीफ के प्रिंट्स मिल गए, और एनिमल के पॉज के, स्पेशली व्हाट इज डायनासोर्स, टीरेक्स, इनकी हड्डियां भी मिली हैं और इनके प्रिंट में भी मिले, फुट प्रिंट भी मिले हैं, मोल्ड्स, दे आर नोन एज अ मोल्ड। सो बाय द स्टडी ऑफ दिस वी हैव फाइंड कि फॉसल्स में कुछ न कुछ चेंजेस हुए हैं, देयर इज अ कंटिन्यूअस चेंज अकर्स। सो विद द स्टडी ऑफ वी कैन say that organic evolution has taken place. How can we find the age of these fossils? Age of fossils can find by the two ways. एक होती है कार्बन डेटिंग, कार्बन इन सब का हाफ लाइफ पीरियड होता है। व्हाट इज हाफ लाइफ पीरियड होता है, और इस हाफ लाइफ पीरियड मीन्स a particular time is there when it remains it's a half position। तो इसके आइसोटोप्स, कार्बन के आइसोटोप्स के को स्टडी की गई है, उसका कितना परसेंटेज किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म में मिला है, उसकी स्टडी करके हम हाफ लाइफ पीरियड से मल्टीप्लाइड करते हैं, एंड देन वी फाइंड द एज ऑफ द फॉसिल। सेम वे another method is there, depth of the fossil। फॉसिल कितनी डेप्थ में मिला है उससे भी हम स्टडी करते हैं, एंड बाय दी टू वेज वी कैन फाइंड द एज ऑफ द फॉसिल। एंड द स्टडी ऑफ फॉसिल्स हैज प्रोवाइड द रोम दैट ऑर्गेनिक एवोल्यूशन हैज टेकन प्लेस। देयर इज अ फॉसिल वी हैव ऑब्टेन्ड, दैट इज आर्कियोप्टेरिक्स। ये एनिमल नहीं मिला है, इट्स नॉट देयर, हमें सिर्फ इसका फॉसिल मिला है। एंड दिस फॉसिल हैज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द बर्ड्स एज वेल एज द रेप्टाइल्स। बीक थी तो बीक में दांत थे, विंग्स थे, विंग्स में पंजे थे, राइट, एक टेल थी। दीज ऑल was present there. This we have studied by seeing the fossil of this one, this Archaeopteryx. It states that both reptile and the birds has developed from this kind of animals, that is the Archaeopteryx.